Trodectus montans. Beware, this video is about the wonderful, docile female western black widow that gets a bad rap. And I don't mean a bad song. No, it's not about that. Just kidding you. Late April Fools. What it is about is extreme found object fodder. Why is it extreme? Because it's tedious, requires patience, something in short supply today. It is messy and painful at times. What am I talking about? Okay, so yesterday was a minor disaster here at the homestead. Living in an old house with old pipes, as you can see. And the upstairs bathroom had a leak under the sink, and I looked and I thought it was at the wall, which is really bad. But anyway, to make a long story short, we had to turn the hot water off after the pipe broke and started flooding everything, and turned the gas off because in panic mode we turned everything off, and so I had to restart the hot water heater, and we thought we had it. And I woke up at 4. It was cold in the house because I had already also shut off the power to the heat, the whole house heater, because I wanted to hear if the pilot went on, and I couldn't for the hot water heater. You know, one scenario, one domino hit the other. So it's cold in the house because the furnace wasn't on. I had shut it off. There was no hot water, so the pilot hadn't relit. So anyway, I figured that out. I got both things going. Then it hit me tomorrow. I'm supposed to change the filter. It was next to the furnace. I thought, just do it now. I pulled out the old filter, and this is what you got here. Finally, long story. So this is what I'm using here: a fine Filtrete 3M product. I'm not endorsing it. I don't get a kickback. Don't get a sponsorship. But just in general, word of advice from a 64-year-old that's been around the block a few times, collecting diorama fodder, basically. Buy quality. You'll never regret buying quality. And sometimes generics, or genetics, as my former brother-in-law used to malaprop it. Generics sometimes work fine, but in this case, comparing a generic filter to this 3M product, vastly superior because of the parts, because of the quality of construction. So this is hard to take apart. Anything that's hard to take apart when it's this light means they engineered it well. The corners are reinforced. The glue is strong. The design is intelligent. So it takes some effort. First, you have to carefully peel off the glued on cardboard, and the corners are especially hard. Then you get this part with the screen. Here's the screen. So I've done it mostly already for you. So once you get the cardboard completely off, then put on a pair of gloves. You need dexterity, but you need a little protection because these little things on the ends are sharp as needles. Trust me, I know after years of experience. So, carefully peel this off. First thing you do is stretch it. So you stretch it as much as you can, symmetrically. Have a nice flat surface, and then you peel this off from this part. Then you'll end up with the dirty filter material, and if you look carefully, you'll see there's a very fine mesh that's also metal that's on this, and this is, I believe they use a light contact cement or a spray process, spray adhesive process. It is possibly Also mildly heat bonded, I'm not sure. But again, it takes patience to slowly tear this off. And it's dirty because this is the old filter. You're not taking a brand new filter unless you have money to burn. So you're going to end up with this outer mesh. You're going to end up with all sorts of great looking, naturally colored batting, so you can polyfill, so you can use it for clouds, explosions. This is better than anything you might try to color yourself with paint. Again, trust me, I know. And then you're going to have between this fine mesh. Now this fine mesh is really cool once you get all the little pieces off, because if you look at it, kind of need a white background. Let's see this look for. If you look at it, it looks like wire fencing, almost like chicken wire, and the scale is excellent for 6 and 7 inch figures, and it's pliable enough, and yet it's tough. And I've never seen stuff like this that I could get for free, since I had to buy this anyway for my furnace. Now it's tedious. I would suggest probably doing this outside when you're enjoying nature. I wouldn't really do it in the house like I'm doing it, unless you have a basement. Probably would need to want to wear a mask, not a cosplay mask, unless it contains a rebreather. A nice dust mask, and make sure you put it in a Ziploc. When you do use this, you can probably use some kind of spray lacquer or matte lacquer to kind of bind the dust. I don't know. You can wash this too. I'll try that too. That's part of it. But look at this cool mesh. I really like this. So this will be awesome. I can't wait to use this as either temporary fencing or it's like a farm type of thing. So that's another spontaneous found object, unique, awesomely scaled fodder. So I'm going to have breakfast because it's still very early, 5:32 here in Seattle, and pitch black outside. So I hope you liked it. Oh yeah, had to clean out the attic a little bit to get to the piping in the wet wall. So again, the gift that keeps on giving. My 6 children, girls in particular, left all sorts of old technology in the attic. So some of it broke just as I was moving it, so I said, well, forget about it, I'll just bust it up. So more fodder, more recycle, more garbage. And for the awesome rat fink, I am out.